What's up guys, Logan here, and I'm going to go ahead and just get into this gear list now. This is a pretty big loadout, and I wanted to share all this with you guys before my dog trip coming up here soon. We're going to start here, have the Hyperlight Porter 70-liter pack. This is an extra pouch that goes on the outside. It's 11 liters, so that's an 81-liter pack. Coming down, have tent stakes, isomat, my Lynx 1 backpacking tent by Alps Mountaineering, overwhites and pack cover, some dude wipes. Coming back this way, this isn't every layer I'll have. I didn't want to pull everything out now because the trip is not for a few more days. But my Patagonia pants, Frog Togs top, base layers, merino wool top, bottom, waffle top and bottom. Come up this way, field chair, Patagonia beanie. This is a Norarm tactical balaclava. 4 pairs of wool socks, plus a pair I'll have on when I go. Happy top, happy bottoms, Corinthia Defense 6 sleeping bag ready for like -35 to -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Extreme, but anywhere from -15 to -20 you're cozy in that bag. Camelback. Let's go up here. Let's just start in the foods. This is not everything. I'm going to have some meals that I want to take out with me to make on the fire for you guys, because a lot of you in my last video had commented to include more cooking content, so I plan to do that for you guys. But you can see a few of the MREs here. We have the chicken Alfredo pasta from Peak Refuel, Backcountry Bison Bowl, sweet pork and rice, some raspberry and brownie bites, Mountain House beef stroganoff, Pro Adventure meal, breakfast skillet, and some Alpine Air. This is mac and cheese, trail mix, some cookie dough medley. Up here at the top, some protein bars, protein brownie, some oats overnight, some pitted dates in the bag there, and then some Kodiak protein oatmeal, as well as some water flavor. And these are like nootropic packs for clarity and energy. Coming over, we have the SIG that I always carry with me, a couple carabiners, binoculars, fully loaded IFAK, my toque spoon, cordage, headlamp. By the carabiners, we have my Bigfoot bushcraft tent. I keep a lighter in there. Gerber knife, coyote call. It's a rabbit in distress call. It's a PC1D, so I can call in predators with it while we're out there. A Hunter Special 20 harmonica, bringing out to do some new stuff for you guys. Pillow, my Uber 11 fire starter, cordage, some headlamp, some daily moisturizing lotion. It's going to be super cold out there. My hands crack open a lot when they get too dry, so I'll be using that. Portable charger. Go up to the Fisker's axe. Carhartt gloves. These are Pike Trail boot gaiters. And then over here I wanted to show you guys something I haven't done before. I bring these tumbleweeds with me. They're a great fire starter. But in there is also dryer lint, because as you guys know, dryer lint is extremely flammable. A spark on that will ignite. So I'm bringing a bag of that because it'll be snowing, it'll be cold, and probably pretty wet. So I want to be prepared and make sure we can have a fire. Right here, snowshoes. These are retro specs, and below them, snow feet. These are the 50 centimeter. These are ski skates, and they're super fast. And depending on how the snowpack is, how much snow comes down, I'll decide if I'm bringing one or the other or both. Here I have my trusty and handy as always, a little dirty, but that happens. This is a Happy Top. It's an extreme cold weather system, top and bottom. They're called the Happy Top, Happy Bottom, as I've went over in my other videos, because when you wear them, you're extremely happy. But yeah, guys, I got that new Hyperlight pack that I had mentioned. Like I said, that's the Hyperlight. This is the Porter 70 liter with the 11 liter pouch on the outside. I can fit all my water in here, which is great. Speaking of water, I got my camo Nalgene, but I also picked up a new Nalgene from Filson Company. And it's got this sweet decal on it. I really wanted to show you guys this. And then I put my Hyperlight Mountain Gear sticker from the pack on the back of that. Bringing the binos, because you never know. Looking across the tundras, you might see something. There's Arctic hare up there. There's all kinds of cool animals up in this area that aren't native normally on this coast. It's just due to the high elevation and the terrain. These are my heavy duty tent stakes that you guys have seen before. I always bring these no matter what tent I'm using, because these go way deeper into the ground and they're a lot more solid, and they don't break like some tent stakes you get to. Bring in a pot, boil water, cook the oatmeal in for breakfast, things like that. And also over in my gear closet, not only am I bringing my cell phone pad, isomat, I'm bringing my Atepa Outdoors air pad for extra comfort in conjunction with my pillow, because this Lynx one is a really solid tent. It's a one-man. Doc's bringing his own one-man. Super cozy and super easy to pack. And I see, you guys see that the Hyperlight pack there, I have it compressed. That pack is massive. It actually opens up to like the size of a military duffel sea bag that you would see. And I could fit, my Everly stock pack was like 50 liters, not even, maybe 45 or 50. I don't think it's any more than that. Like I said, that's 81 liters. That's almost double the amount of space. So this really, even though it is a lot in theory, it's going to fit in the pack so effortlessly, and I'm extremely excited to have a pack of that size. And it's also made out of the Dyneema, so it's extremely durable, as durable or as, if not more durable than the Everly stock pack. Not shading on Everly stock, love Everly stock, but this pack only weighs like 3 pounds as well, whereas the Everly stock pack is at least 7 or 8. Dude wipes, always have to bring dude wipes. Yeah, guys. But like I said, this isn't everything. I'm probably going to wear my Patagonia camo fleece as well, as an outer. And then, so like my layering system, I'll go over that. My base layer will be the merino wool top, bottom. Mid layer will be waffle top and bottom. And then I'll have my extreme outer layer is obviously the happy top and happy bottom. This is a Frog Togs. They're super inexpensive. You can get them at Walmart, stores like that. I think it was like 20 some dollars. Came with top and bottom. I'll probably end up throwing the bottoms in too after I pack everything and see how the pack is. Completely waterproof, and they're great to go on your outer layers to keep them dry so you stay warm. What else am I bringing? And then in conjunction with this, I could even have the Patagonia camo fleece on underneath this and have this on top of that if it gets super cold. I think the real feel temps are going to be in the negatives, like the negative single digits to negative like 10. I think will be about as cold as it gets out there on us on this trip. The day we head out, it's going to be a real feel of -1 with snow showers. So we're super excited to have that inclement weather as we head out. The more intense the weather, the better the trip for us. It challenges us more. It allows us to use more of our skills and see what we're really made of. We're also debating on taking some fishing line out and hooks, not poles. We're just going to try to hand fish some trout, see if we can. It's extremely hard to catch natives, as you guys know anyway. But if we can end up catching a few, we're going to release them. We're not going to cook them just for the video. It'll be cool, something new for you guys to see. Like I said, a lot of new plans for this video. Extremely excited to bring it to you guys. If you have any questions about my gear, what I bring, what I prefer, just go ahead and ask. And what you see here is everything I plan to take, but that doesn't mean I'll use everything. And situation will dictate the weather on what I keep in and what I don't. Obviously, the food will come. But some of these things can be taken out, replaced with other things, or just taken out altogether. Really just depends how the trip goes, how the weather is, and how I'm feeling. But yeah, guys, any questions, feel free to ask. And something that I've read in the comments, I listen to all your guys' comments. A lot of you have asked me to put all the links to these items in the description. So for this video, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So if you check the description, the links are going to be there. And over time, I plan to go back to my older gear videos and add those links in as well. A lot of the gear, some of the gears, I'm not going to say a lot because a lot of this is actually different. The things that normally stay with me, I haven't found a bag that I like more than my Corinthia yet, so I continue to use the Corinthia. Even though it is big, it's extremely solid. I've never been cold in that bag. I actually get too warm in that bag, even in negative temps. Happy top and bottom always come because it'll save your life. And then a solid base layer. And the rain shells. You got to have something that's waterproof to keep your warm layers dry, because if you get wet, you get cold. The cold can kill you. So yeah, guys, any questions, leave them in the comment section. Whatever link or any, if you're trying to find these items, the links will be in the description, guys. And I'm super excited for this trip, and I'll see you all on the next one.